The protagonist of today's tale was ensnared by one of the chief entrances of these genies and demons, which is the mirror. She would often gaze into it, enamored by her own visage. Still young at just 18, she possessed a beauty that captivated her, to the extent that she would perform every action in front of the mirror. It had even reached the point where she would converse with herself before it. On this particular day, discord brewed between her and her mother. Retreating to her chamber, she sat before the mirror, engaging in self-dialogue. Initially perturbed by those who would disparage her, she later calmed, even embracing the notion of a creature from an unseen realm consoling and comforting her. From that moment forth, she relished solitude, seeking it out for extended periods. During one of her solitary ventures into her chamber, curiosity and desire for understanding overwhelmed her. Seated before the mirror, she spoke to whoever might listen, beseeching them to reveal themselves. It was then that a whisper echoed in her ear, warning her of the dreadful sight to come. Undeterred, she challenged the entity to assume a normal guise. Indeed, it manifested as a handsome young man of ethereal allure. Their encounters multiplied, and her attachment to him deepened until she proposed marriage, to which he assented. They wed and clandestinely met in her chamber at night. However, her health soon deteriorated, prompting a visit to the physician who discovered an enigmatic anomaly near her womb. Upon returning home and divulging her condition to her husband, she learned she was pregnant with a male fetus. Fearing disgrace, she was relieved when he pledged to support any decision she made. Seeking refuge with a close friend, she recounted her tale, her swelling abdomen not escaping notice. Together, they sought the aid of a physician specializing in abortions and radiology. Astonishingly, the fetus was 5 months old, a duration incongruent with their recent marriage. Yet the physician informed her of severe fetal deformities, leading to the termination of the pregnancy. For the next 5 years, she rebuilt her life until her husband fell ill and perished. She remarried, bore children, and savored the joys of motherhood. Then, out of the blue, a peculiar visitor arrived, his grotesque appearance striking fear into her heart. He revealed himself as the son she had attempted to abort, left to the care of a witch who subjected him to cruel experimentation until his family rescued him. As if that weren't shock enough, he delivered another bombshell. Her jinn husband was still alive, having been imprisoned and subsequently freed. Bound, she awaited judgment in the jinn court, accused of betrayal. Her husband, however, ordered her release, though she returned home to find her family gone. Afflicted with inexplicable seizures and wounds, she sought counsel from various religious figures to no avail. Desperate, she turned to a charlatan, whose session ended tragically as she fell and perished from a fatal brain hemorrhage.